Hi, this is Gino from Gino's Trattoria in Mahopac, New York. On this video I'm going to show you a quick way how to make chicken stock for your house. It's a pretty easy recipe. It just takes a couple hours to make it. There's a couple ways that we can do it. First way, my wife's secret. I call it her secret. She likes to use chicken bones that she already actually cooked from her whole chicken. She likes to roast whole chickens, and then what she does is the bones that are left over, she saves them, she puts them in the pot, and she reuses the bones. Now, obviously, this is not going to give you as strong of chicken stock as if you use fresh raw bones, but this is a great way just to reuse the bones, not to throw them away. When you make chicken stock, you put something in called mirepoix. It's celery that I have chopped in over here. I have carrots and I have onions. Carrots, I like to cut this size. I like to cut the vegetables a little bit bigger, only because it's going to be boiling in the pot, simmering for about 3 hours. So if you cut the vegetables too small, they're going to disintegrate. They're going to get cooked down way too much. You want to have them kept a little bit whole. In here, celery, cut it about this size. I put bay leaves in here. What I like to do with dry bay leaves is I like to crack them, get the essence out. Every time you have a dry herb, you always like to pinch the herb just to get the essence of the oil out of the herb. I put black peppercorns in. In this actual recipe, what I have the measurements from the book is I have two and a half gallons of water. I have 2 onions, 1 big carrot, and I have like 3 stalks of celery in here. I like to put parsley stems in there also. I put about a tablespoon of salt in there. I like to taste the stock as it's cooking, because the longer it cooks, the stronger it's going to get, the flavor is going to get. You're going to be getting nice reduction here. What I got here is cold water. Here's the 2.5 gallons of cold water. Put it right in the pot. Start out with nice cold water. Put all the vegetables in here. And put the salt in. And let me turn it on. Now, like I said, what you want to do is you want this to come to a boil. You don't have to cover it. Let it come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn it down, lower it, and let it simmer for about, I'd say, between 2.5 and 3 hours. It's going to reduce about 25%. You just want to stir it occasionally, every now and again, and if any impurities float to the top, just skim them right off the top. And what I did here for you is, this is what I like to do at home. What we do at home is, I have ice cube trays. I do this with my pesto. What I like to do is when I freeze stuff, I like to put stuff into smaller quantities, so when you pull them out of the freezer and you want to use them, they defrost real quick. Pesto, I put them in there nice and small. With the chicken stock, if you want to, you don't have to put them in there. Put them in something smaller, maybe a plastic container or something to freeze. So when you take them out, like I said, you want to make a quick little soup for yourself. It'll take 20 minutes to defrost and you have a quick soup. And here's the finished product. Now once this is all finished, you let it cook down. You have to pass it through a fine strainer. So pass it through the strainer. All the vegetables, you're going to obviously throw everything away. One thing that's very important, try to cool it off as quickly as possible. Once you cool it off as quickly as possible, put it back in the refrigerator and you should be okay. This should stay in your fridge for about 4 or 5 days, and whatever's left over, like I said, just put it in the freezer and it'll stay in the freezer for a long time. Thank you.